Fuji was about to kill a large white snake. Then he saw his belly moving. He even had tears in his eyes. Fuji bent down and touched her belly, immediately descended on the snake, had several lumps on her belly, raised his head and shouted at Mr. Liu, "Mr. Liu, this snake is pregnant. We cannot kill her." Liu the rat released a puff of smoke. "Pregnant is fatter. Stop fooling yourself. Today, snake soup is killed as the main course. Tonight I invite important people." "Without that, what a face I have." Fugu frowned. He never killed pregnant animals. Touched the 5 pans of coins he was carrying on him, gritted his teeth and pulled them out. "Sir, keep the money? Sell me the snake." Liu snatched the money from him and kept it in his clothes. "Take it, no longer delay the banquet." Fuji'd hemp foam, put the white snake in a bamboo basket, and took her to a quiet hill. "Out of town go. Look for a safe place to give birth so you don't get caught again." The white snake circled around it 3 times, then rubbed his head against his hand, then slowly slid into the forest. Fuji touched his empty bag. His plan to marry would have to wait, but to think he had saved 2 lives, he was left alone. On returning to the city gate, an old Taoist with white hair and beard arrested him. "Kiddo, you want a wifey?" I ran away, looked at it from top to bottom. Did not look like just any other person. "Old man, I am balder than a rat. How I'm going to get married." The old Taoist pointed to the back of the alley. "Go ahead. Your destiny is there." That said, it disappeared over a cloud. Fuki was not very convinced, but as he turned the corner, he heard sobs. A ragged girl was crouched by the wall, cried with my shoulders trembling. His face was full of mud and he squeezed half his bread. Fuki came up to ask him. The girl lifted her head with tears in her eyes. "Sir, my name is Xinghua. In my land, there was famine. My parents starved to death and I ran here. I haven't eaten well for days." Fuki recalled his own past and the words of the Taoist. "If you don't mind, come home with me. As long as I have something to eat, you will not go hungry." Xinghua was so surprised and happy that he wanted to kneel down. Fugu picked it up right away and took it home. Only had one adobe room, cold and empty since Xinghua arrived. Cleaned the house before dawn, scrubbed the fire pit and left everything. Every day, Fugu was on the street selling meat and on his way home. Always had hot food. In the daytime, Xinghua smiled, but at night I cried on the sly. Her heart shrinked when she heard her. The next day, after closing the position, went to the market, bought flour cloth and a sweet cake. "I will make you new clothes," Xinghua said between sobs. "Brother, I don't know how I can pay you back." Fuji brought the cake to her lips. "Don't cry, eat something sweet." Fuji smiled clumsily. The family does not talk about debt. Since then, Xinghua took even more care of him, washed her clothes and sewed flowers on her shoulders. In winter, she tucked snow from her old coat into his, even though she stayed purple with cold. Said he was not cold. Fuki felt that even though they were poor, having charisma was worth more than anything. And then the weird thing started. On my way back from work, at the door was a basket of fresh vegetables and half a sack of brown rice. "Welcome to Xinghua." Xinghua denied with his head. "I haven't even gone out. I didn't even open the door." Fuji thought it was some neighbor and didn't think about it anymore. But the next day, there were fresh chives and eggs at the door. On the 3rd day, a wild rabbit. On the 4th day, a huge tent. Gradually became suspicious that night. Fui could not sleep in the early morning, heard noises outside, sneaked up on the window and punched a hole in the paper. Under the moon, a huge silvery white snake entered through the door. He put wild fruits in his mouth and left them on the threshold, then looked home. "Run?" I thought it was the white snake that had released. Remembered everything he had found at the door those days. The vegetables had mountain black soil on their roots. The rabbit had no trap marks on its legs.